Hello everyone, this is Minty Fries, and you may have seen previous videos of mine in which I 3D printed these rad Pokemon cards. I also have this fidget spinner featuring cute miniature versions of these 3 cards. Well, I had the idea to make some more of these cards and turn it into a regular series in which I print 3 new cards every once in a while until I have a sizable deck. So today we are going to make 3 new cards, and I will show you the process of how I design them in Blender, then 3D print and paint them. Really quick though, for the holographic Charizard, Ancient Mew, and Ghastly cards which I previously made for the fidget spinner, I did print large versions of them just so I have them for the collection. So now we are up to 6 cards total. This Ancient Mew is like the most beautiful thing I've ever made in my life. The hologram effect was made just by pouring different colors of mica powder onto it. The Zard and Ghastly are pretty okay as well. Okay, new cards, here we go. I decided to make Ammonite as my next card. Praise Lord Helix, praise him. Then I believe I will do Raichu and finally Geodude. Just some more of my favorite card designs. If there are any cards you really want to see, then let me know in the comments and I will consider them. I am probably only interested in doing my favorite cards first though, so please do not be offended if I don't take your suggestions to heart right away. Hopefully this will be a long-running series and I will end up making 100 cards or more, so given that, I just may get to your favorite card eventually. You know, it is a bit of a challenge to make these 2D objects into 3D. A lot of them show the Pokemon in a sort of weird position, and it's difficult to translate that into being a 3D object. Especially considering that with a 3D printer you can't have too much overhang or the print will start to fail. So making these is sort of an exercise in compromise where I have to slightly adjust the perspective of the Pokemon to make it work better for 3D printing. Also, I just had an idea. Once I have enough cards here, I just might do a series about playing the actual Pokemon card game with these actual 3D cards. Might be a bit tricky, especially considering that to play the game to the fullest you need all the base evolutions and then you evolve the Pokemon over the course of several turns, so I would need to have a lot of cards made before I can play with them. But that should be pretty fun once I have a good few dozen cards. Okay, so we finished modeling and then I printed the 3 cards. Now we will start painting them. Did any of you actually play Pokemon cards as kids, by the way? I had them, but I never really had anybody to play them with. I have a brother who is less than a year older than me, but neither of us really knew what to do with the cards, so our attempts to play them usually ended in boredom and frustration with not really understanding the rules. We just really liked collecting them because, well, they are beautiful. I totally want to play the cards for real now, though it seems fun. I do not have my original cards anymore, sadly. When I was about 9 years old, I went through this phase where I was like, I'm a big kid now, I don't need these baby toys anymore. So I threw away a bunch of toys, including my prized, treasured, and extremely valuable Crazy Bones, fast food toys, and Pokemon cards. I really regretted throwing some of that stuff away soon after. It reminds me of a time I once had a collection of over 6,000 copies of signed Marie Kondo books. But they were taking up too much space, so I threw them away. Alright, so here are all of the new cards. Geodude's eyebrow game is on fleek. For Raichu, I used my Cry-Cut die cutter to cut out the word pre-release, and stuck them at the bottom right of the card here because it turns out that one of the most valuable and rare cards of all time is this enigmatic and mysterious pre-release Raichu card, valued at $10,000. If indeed this card is a real card, since it very well may not be, but there would only be about 100 of them in existence, so that explains why they are so valuable. Lord Helix here is looking just so good. You gotta praise him. Next time, by the way, I'm making a Bird Jesus card, so stay tuned for that. So here are all of the cards together. We've got 9 so far. I really like how these things turn out, and I'm quite excited to keep the series going and expand my collection. Thanks for joining, and remember, Praise Helix. Praise him.